I'll hold it. I'll hold it.
You're doing real well.
Ah,
Apparently
the
the
theater.
universe does not want me to do a Grammy-winning song. Yeah, Grammy-winning. Winnie doing a number that just won a Grammy with slightly different lyrics.
Wrecking ball?
Okay, but I need to hear the music. How do we make this louder?
Oh, how do we make the music louder?
Music louder?
Oh,
Oh.
What button do I have
Where?
to push?
he's coming out.
He's coming out.
Man is coming out.
He's coming out. No, that didn't win a Grammy this year.
Okay, thanks.
There we go. I've never won a diamond in my life. I cut my teeth on rhinestone rings like a drag queen. And I'm not proud of this old dress.
It's lovely.
Just a stretchy gown. No fashion envy. But everybody's like Grey Goose, gold teeth, tripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room. We don't care. We're taking taxi cabs in the rain. Diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We're not caught up in your love affair, and we'll always be royals. Charities in our blood. That kind of buzz just ain't for us. We got a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me 26, and baby I'll rule. That's how I get my kicks.
Clark. Clark.
My friends and I all know the game. We count our singles on the train to play bingo. Everyone who knows us knows that we're fine with this. We're not here for money. Yet everybody's like gold tooth, Grey Goose, drops into the hotel room, bloodstains, ball gowns, dripping in the bathroom. We don't care. We're riding taxi cabs in the rain, and everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We're not caught up in your love affair, and we'll always be royal. Charities in our blood, that kind of luck's just ain't for us. We need a certain kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me 26, and baby I'll rule. That's how I get my kicks. You know what? Will Clark has been doing this for 9.5 years here in New York. For 19 years when you count New York and LA. That's $250,000 a dollar at a time. But you know what? He's bigger than all that because all of this has been priceless for every single one of us. And we'll always be royal. Charities in our blood, that kind of luck's just ain't for us. We need a different kind of buzz. We can all be rulers. You are all my queen bee, and baby we'll rule. Doing it for charity. There you go. I said, I want to sing royals. He's like, okay, I'll put in the toasts. All right. Who's next? Who's next? Someone's next. I think it's Evan. Is it Evan? It's Evan! Ladies and gentlemen, Cordo Bingo's favorite, glorious Trest Dennison. Winner. Favorite winner?
Yeah, I win all the time.
Let's see if you win tonight.
I know.
Evan, babies.
I don't do well on the mic, so forgive me. But he's a very special person.
Louder.
Louder?
There you go. Into your mouth.
Yeah.
You've done that.
It's okay.
Got her lips.
Eat it. We're just looking at the hair. We're not hearing the word.
Oh, then it's better this way. I've known Will actually before Porno Bingo. Porn Idol.
Porn idol.
Wow!
Porn. Idol.
And that was a fun one too. But there's a friend who's actually not here yet tonight, Tony, who will be here. And I have to say that of all the players, Tony has spent over $9,000. He's won a lot. No, he's won a lot. It's really good. We're very proud of him. And that's not including drinks and tips. So we've all spent a lot of money to a lot of good causes.
Thank you.
And the reason we're here is because of him.
Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
Now, I noticed there's still white space on these 50th cards. So someone's going to have to... Are you in my
It's a
train?
slinky.
Are you in my train? It is not the super chief.
You can also write on the back too.
So you can fill these things out. You can write cleanly and clearly and legibly like Grant did.
Check me out, sure.
I'm just trying to read your handwriting, darling. It's all okay. Well, here's somebody else.
Witty, can I just say one more quick thing?
Evan wants to
You got
talk
me
again.
going. Wait. I just want to say, Will, congratulations to becoming 50. You finally caught up to AB.
You see what it is on my card? I haven't looked yet.
Oh dear, wait. Yeah.
All right, now I have to.
It's there. You can read it as you will. But next up, is he back yet? I don't know. Do we have cake yet? Is Manny here?
I'm on a diet.
Manny is not here yet, so we're gonna have to
Take a smoke
skip
break?
over Manny.
You can do it tonight during the game.
We'll get him tonight during the game. So that simply means that here to talk about his friend for more than 10 years, to maybe plug a play that he's written or a show that he's in. I've read the blog this week with all of you, and maybe he'll even tell us how old he is.
Oh, you talking about me?
It's time for AB, our fabulous Okay, so I'm gonna take this off, just because.
Take it off.
Wow. This, okay, hold on one second. Really? You can wait. This is important. I first met Will, make it real fast. I first met Will over 10 years ago, December 2004. It's almost 10 years ago.
February 2000.
February. That's right, February. I heard about you in December. February. And I had written a play that was being produced at the theater that no longer exists. And the producer said, Will Clark, he's doing this thing. You should come see it. He's getting in for free. Say hello to him. Okay. So Will Clark was tardy. No, not that tardy. He made it just in for the first late CDQ. But I saw him at the box office. First of all, I Googled him because I was like, Will Clark? And I looked him up. And so
You had to Google him?
yeah. I Googled him because I kept finding a baseball player, and it wasn't that one. So I saw what he looked like, this big, burly, dark bearded, leather guy. Okay, sure. And so this guy comes in at the box office, and I said, "Hi, so glad you can make it." Hugged him, and I pushed him into the theater, and I said, "I hope that's Will Clark." Because it was like, his hair was lighter and redder than I expected, but you know. And we did a show, he did a show called People Will Talk. He hated the title, he didn't come up with it. But People Will Talk is a talk show, and
You mentioned that.
we were, oh, please, that bar is closed too. We closed more bars in New York.
We shut him down.
Damn right. And so, I was going to be his guest on his show. I was his second guest. The first guest was going to be Jennifer Flowers.
Oh my God.
Yes, for those of you, Google it. Jennifer with a G. She claims to fuck, what's his name?
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton, but who hasn't? Now, the best part is, she canceled because her cabaret had bad reviews, so she canceled.
Oh.
First in a series of many Guess Who flaked.
Oh.
True. And so I became his first guest. And I liked fun, it was cool. And I said, let me go next week, see what this is. And he's trying to produce, host, and photograph the show at the same time. I looked at him, I said, what are you doing? Give me that damn camera. I'll take a picture. And I haven't stopped since. So when Porno Bingo first happened, sorry, the Will Clark Show featuring Porno Bingo.
Thank you.
And it was Planet Bingo for like 3 seconds, and then that was done.
A nanosecond.
And then, but it was Porno Bingo. I did the research. The #1 song that week was a song by an R&B artist named Mario, but the big song that year was Don't Forget About Us by Mariah Carey. The #1 song this week is a song by Katy Perry, who was 11 when Porno Bingo first started. Does that hurt?
Yeah, really. That hurts the worst of everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can tell you that 9 years ago, marriage equality was legal in a total number of 0 states in this union. And now, it's a little better. I'm just saying.
I have no connection to that.
But,
Although we have raised money,
you
but
raised money for marriage equality. I will say that Will has introduced me to many different facets of the LGBTQ community. Because when I first was taking photos, I was but a pup in this world. Shut up. Shut up, Evan. You're louder. Shut up, Evan. I had long hair like Evan, and when I first started, and when I couldn't remember his name, so I kept going, you, Rapunzel. So that was his first name for the longest time. But I learned all about these different groups, and what I liked about Will is that he didn't just go for safe groups. He didn't go for, groups that, you'd heard of. You'd go for groups like Iris House or Bronx Academy of Arts and Dance, or all these different outer borough things, people of color charities, which I was really pleasantly surprised and happy. And he said, well, that's what you do, right? I'm like, yeah, that's what you do. And I really appreciate that as well. This is so weird, because next Wednesday at about 8 o'clock, I'm like this, I have nothing to do! And I have been Gelman to his Regis. We have been Kathy Lee and Hoda.
I'll take that.
I'm Ho. Duh.
Oh God.
Duh.
Hey!
No, that makes you calculate.
Hey!
No.
And we've done everything from People Will Talk to Porn Idol to Bad Boys on the Hudson to Porno Bingo, and
Where have we been? We've been at View Bar. We've been at OW, Stonewall. We have been at Pieces, Ninth Avenue Bistro, the Ritz, and now here.
oh wait, you forgot about that 1 or 2 weeks where you were
I was
at a place that is now closed that I'll just say rhymes with bash, smash,
trash.
trash. Wait for it. But yeah, but I remember the first show of Porno Bingo. I was not there. You know why I wasn't there? I'm done wrapping up. Relax, chill. I've been here 9 years. Chill.
She's a lot to say.
I'm gonna throw this at you. But no. And I wasn't there because Will said, "Don't go." He's like, because I was doing People Will Talk at the same time and 2 times a week. I really can't afford to pay you. And he said, also, I don't know how long this will last. 457 shows later, you changed the world. You changed New York. You changed lives, Will. You changed my life. And I thank you so much for it. And I have to say that our original bartender in the Ninth Avenue Bistro, which is called Bistro, even though there was no food.
Yeah, there was no food. I had to step in. People would email me going, can I see a menu? I'm like, can I make a reservation? Can I get a table? I'm like, not a restaurant.
Bistro. But our original bartender was Manny.
Park still.
And so it was great to come to here, to close the circle, and close it out with Manny,
Yeah.
Who's not here?
who is not here because he's probably doing something for Will because he's like a ninja. We're like, we need light, boom, like
Oh, yeah.
like we need this, like he just pulls it out. He prepared for Let's Make a Deal. So Will Clark, Will Henry, I love you, and the only thing I will tell you about my age.
Yeah.
By the way, because he didn't know my age, and when I was younger, he got me a cake for a surprise, and it said, "Happy 50th birthday, A.D." So I said, I look good. I look good for 50.
And I caught up.
Black don't crack, brown don't frown, beige don't age. But I will tell you, if it makes you feel any better, I'm still younger than Whitty. Thank you!
I love you.
And all I have to say to that is you may have met him 10 years ago, but I was jerking off to him 16 years ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, Will, it's true. You
Yeah,
get
I
no
know.
bones of your history.
Yeah, I know.
I still have a copy of, what is that film that we keep talking about that I can never remember?
Invaders from Uranus?
No, the one with the lashes, the strange.
No, not Dr. Goodglove. It's Sodom. No, not Sodom.
No, it's the one where like women didn't exist and the boys had to say
I've mercifully
You
forgotten.
were the doctor.
I know, but I can't remember it anymore.
He was the doctor, right?
I was an evil nurse. That's what I
He
was.
was the doctor.
Oh, it's terrible.
All right. Well, because we have a game to play in a little bit, I'm going to bring out the final guest. And then we're going to let Will go, like, do whatever he needs to do before bingo starts. You know, this guy is really important to Will. He's been a friend. He's been more than a friend. He's been a shoulder. He was actually the first guest last week at the penultimate round of Porno Bingo. And I have no idea what he's going to say. But you should all pay attention because we'll put him last for a reason.
No pressure, baby. Are you fucking
No pressure.
Run!
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, are we done? Oh, no. I'll give you Roland Tech.
Whitty promised me a teleprompter. Where is it?
Calm down, Obama.
Oh, there. I should have taken that sign class. All right. Well, Will, Drew, you. All right.
We can say that.
First
Sorry.
of all, okay, sorry.
Well, Henry.
I met Will. Some of you in this room are old enough to remember a wonderful musician and a force of nature named Tom Rolanti. I knew him as Bunny. And Will and I met at Tom's funeral. And when Will and I started dating, I decided that it was a great punchline to tell people, you know, when they would say, "Where did you meet?" We met at a funeral. But the thing that immediately struck me about Will at the funeral was that he was obviously someone who cared about community. And you just have to look around this room to see that, you know, we throw that word around a lot, community, gay community, you know, whatever community, but like, this is like the real deal with Will. I mean, it really...
Yes.
And what I came to most admire about him, in addition to his patience and caring and kindness, right?
Overall,
No, what
Calm, yeah, the calm part.
What I came to admire most about him is that he really, in doing this thing week after week after week, and it kind of boggles my mind that he just never took a break for, was it 9 years? 9 years. So every Wednesday, like clockwork. I mean, I don't know, that's a discipline that's kind of, you know, another world, right? So, but that also there was this incredible generosity and openness. Just like other people have talked about, you know, whenever Will would encounter a performer that he had never heard of before, who just sparked his imagination. I'm looking at one of them right now, Elizabeth Soychik. Performer that we saw on the High Line, performing on the High Line. I mean, and Will was like, we've got to get her, we've got to get her in. And that is, I'm so sorry to say this, I don't want to be a downer, but that is the New York